Good evening. It's a virtuous thing to say you want to do the right thing, you want to make things better, and um, you care about civility, you care about equal rights and just simple courtesy and decency and this and that. But it means a lot when you actually act according to those beliefs and those ethos and those principles and whatnot, not just talk. And I mean, really come to terms with it though. Um, as we say, the race issue in this country. This has been an ongoing saga. It's how the country was founded, and goddamn, I remember well, 5, 6 years ago, you bring it up. So, any talk on trying to come to terms with a bunch of truths. Oh, it's race baiting. It's race baiting. Okay, and then nothing but one catastrophe after another, pretty much centered around racial issues, especially with the white supremacy movement drive and momentum, boiling point to a point with what happened January 6th. I mean, things were going in that direction. A couple to 3 years prior. That was the whole drive. It's like, how could many not see that? Like, where else could it possibly have gone? Um, anyway, the thing I'm getting at is, when I did the Black History and Black Excellence series on my podcast 2 years ago, I discussed things that strongly pertain to all of what just recently came about, what's still transpiring. And I'm just one of millions, billions, you know, with my story. Uh, there's some of the young, and I'm not too sure what the demographic is, but these group of young blacks that are so lost and confused with, say, well, I didn't deal with institutionalized racism and I didn't deal with this, to which I say, good for you. That means it had a good effect where you were, but you can't dispel what goes on around the majority of individuals. You're lucky. And then the others, not within our own race, that perpetuates the bigotry and the bias, and they hide it from the others that don't. The things we're talking about, you that are good people, no one's talking about you. No one's complaining about you. It's your counterparts that do this heinous, foul shit when you're not around. It is not a joke. And the thing is, you everyone knows. I don't understand what this let's dance around or, ignore the elephant in the room, that kind of thing. It's still there. It's still there. So you get a chance, visit it. Go to SoundCloud and take a look at episode 19 through 24. Take your time and listen, and you may learn something. When someone's speaking on some life experiences, and it's not something that you've gone through or experienced, why don't you just listen and learn? You pick up something. And don't be the one that they ask a question only so they can ultimately, or you can ultimately say what you're thinking. If you ask a question, be open to the response and learn from what you got. Meaning that you may have understood something you really didn't understand before. But if you're trying to drive your own point across, you ain't trying to learn anyway. You want to push your issue, well, then speak your piece. But when somebody else is speaking on something that has transpired and is going on, listen and learn something. I don't speak for everybody, but I sure should speak for myself, and I speak for many, many, many others similar. So, like I said, go to SoundCloud, the Y.O.D podcast, and episodes 19 through 24, and it's about as raw and as real as can be, level, and nothing contrived. There's things that have happened, and like I said, I'm not the only one. Not the only one. Not even close. So, like I said, if you haven't experienced stuff, good on you. But that's not the rest of the world. Clearly, there's a problem, and for it to be fixed, it has to be addressed and be about what is. Be about what is tangible reality. So, check up.